Hello guys, and welcome to our YouTube channel once more. And today, as you can see that logo over there, Universal Truck Simulator. Yeah, this is the truck that has now, it was of course developed by Dual Carbon. This was the first game that Dual Carbon developed. It's called Truck Universal Simulator. Now this game, later Dual Carbon came and sold it. It's kind of, they abandoned the game, and then it was taken up by Interactive 360. Yeah, which largely, I think after they took over this game, much that they have done so far is they did an update. I think this could be now the third update after they took over this game from Dual Carbon. I really don't know what really made Dual Carbon to abandon and ended up selling this game to Interactive 360, because that there before, Interactive 360 was not very well known for making such a track like this one. Yeah, because you can see this, the modeling is very good. Yeah, so right now guys, remember this is a version 2.3.1. yeah, this game has really undergone quite a lot of updates. And remember, there's a video that I did which I told you that this track, when it was developed first by Dual Carbon had a plan of having both European and American track in the same game, which still there are American tracks actually in this game right now, even as we speak. But now when it came to a point where the Dual Carbon wanted to include the American map, remember the game has both track from both American and European track, but on a European map, maybe to say. So there was no American map in the game, and there was a time Dual Carbon tried to put that map into the game. And I remember this game ended up crashing, whereby it took them almost a whole 1 year before figuring out or even fixing it. And it was during that time that the game was taken over by Interactive 360, which it's still running it up to date. Majority have been complaining that there's nothing much that Interactive 360 have managed to do to the game, but of course we are having a different when you're opening the game for the first time, you will see a different window. And also they managed to do some changes in the layout, but the game is still the same. Even the tracks are the same tracks that Dual Carbon abandoned the game with. So nothing much Interactive 360 has managed to add to this game, apart from change of the layout and a bit of maybe theme color. Yeah, so right now this track, of course, for you to drive it, you need to pick the load from there's a room there, which already we did that part sometimes back. So we are beginning our game when our truck is ready at the parking lot, whereby we have already picked attach the truck to the trailer, and right now we are going to pick the load, and that load is what now we will be delivering to our final destination. So right now you can see the truck, the truck has no load, but it's just the truck and the trailer attached. Yeah, so it's raining. It's a chilly morning right here. It's raining, actually not heavily, but it's very, very chilly morning right here. Look at the road effects, that weather. Yeah, I must say that Dual Carbon are very good developers, because look at the rain. You can clearly see the road looks wet, and that feeling, the same way the road usually looked when you are driving the real vehicles. You can see that road, it has that rainy effect. Yeah, you might just think that this is real, guys. So right now I'm going to load that to load the truck so that we can drive to our final destination. Looking at the dashboard, they decided to go with the green at the GPS. Most of the game developers, like the Euro Truck trackers of Europe 3, I remember their GPS is red, but these guys have decided to go with the green, which is still okay. I can see it's very much visible. So I remember, it looks like I missed that route, so I need to again make another turn and repeat the same, because I need to turn left up there, but I can see what I'm going to pick is already there, so it means we are at the right place right now. It's still chilly and it's still drizzling, as you can see. Yeah, so I'm going to pick that load that you are seeing there. You see that green that green logo there? That is where I'm going to pick that load, and then we can now proceed with the journey. So right now I'm just giving way for the vehicles. Oh, that was a wrong turn. Actually, the green thing that I was talking about is the main garage. That is actually the place where I took the trailer plus the truck. So I need to take another turn so that I can get to the right place to load the truck. Sorry guys. Yeah, so let's enjoy the drive as we are going to load that truck again. So when you look at the dashboard, I think it was well done. The surface area is big enough, but I think the roads are a bit narrow. Yeah, because they are not big. So guys, this is where I'm loading the truck. You can now see that area. Yeah, the loading zone is there, and that green thing now is where I need to drive until I go to that point, and then I'll be able to load that truck. So here we are guys, here we are. Now you can see, let me just do the claim parking, the first parking, loading the cargo. You can see that blue color. All right, and right now we have the cargo loaded on that truck. So it's time to hit the road guys. Now you see my truck is fully loaded. Yeah, so the blue color is looking nice on that red. So this is basically now my truck, and it's asking me if I'm stuck. Of course no, I'm just admiring the truck. So guys, let's proceed with the journey so that we deliver this one. Yeah, the physics is good, and you can see even the steering, the turning of that steering is okay, very much okay. And even something that I think the dual carbon managed to outdo some of the game developers is that side mirror there. Some of the games, when you are very keen, you will find out that the side mirror, how that the vehicle moving on that side mirror, you will find out that it is not the same as the real moving that the vehicle is making on the road. You might find the side mirror, that speed is freezing kind of, and it's not moving very fast as the vehicle is moving on the road. Yeah, but on this one it's very much okay. So we are turning left guys. So right now our next stop, we are going to of course fuel the truck, because we are having a very long journey guys. And something to note is that this Universal Truck Simulator, this is again one of the, apart from Trackers of Europe 3, this Universal Truck Simulator is again one of the track with the very long routes. I remember there was a time I was playing this game, and I drove for almost 1 hour 45 minutes real time. Yeah, so look at those other trucks. The road is looking nice. So we're turning right, and right now we are heading to the petrol station, or a gas station if you like it. Here's the gas station. We need to fuel the truck, and guys, it's still drizzling. Actually, it's getting heavily right now. Yeah, the place is wet, but we must continue the journey. So we are at the Total petrol station. I love the finishing. The petrol station is looking nice, so we are turning off the truck so that we can fuel it. Yeah, so there's something that I've also noted with this universal truck simulator is that the handbrake is kind of not working very well, because this truck, when you switch it off and park it, you will still find out that it's moving slowly. It's moving, so it seems the handbrake is not really working very well. So I need to park that truck. I need to move it a bit in front so that I can match that box there, so that I'll be able to fuel this truck. Yeah, so you see right now my vehicle needs to be in that green box, at least the bigger chunk of the truck. But I think right now I've moved so much, so again I need to reverse a little bit. At least the part of the truck needs to be on that green box. That is the only way you'll be able to. So you can see I'm just doing a small reverse there. Yeah, small reverse, so that I can make sure that the truck is on that box. Yeah, that is perfect right now. Yeah, so we are about just to fuel this truck. Get out of the truck, and you'll find that button there. I've missed it, but I'm going to get it again. Yeah, so yeah, here we are now. So you can see my tank was empty, but I want to make it full tank, because we are having a very long journey. So one of the things that with this truck, and what makes it very good as opposed to others, is that it gives you all the option. You can drive during daytime, you can drive at night, you can drive in the rainy season like what you're doing right now. You can choose if you want to drive even in the foggy weather, like this one. Also we are having a foggy weather right here. You can even choose to drive daytime, morning, mid-morning. You can change the weather system if you want it to be raining, or if you just want it to be sunny all through. So that was very good, unlike other trucks whereby you are forced to, sometimes the day-night cycle, it's too fast, not realistic. So you find yourself wanting to drive during the day, but now it forces you again to drive at night, and it keeps on changing very fast. Yeah, for this one, very good. That truck almost hit us. So right now guys, we are now leaving this gas station, and now embarking on a journey. Yeah, this could be a 2 hours drive journey, but guys, 2 hours would be a bit long, so we'll really make it maybe a bit not too long. So here we are now, just driving slowly. You can see it's still raining. Yeah, it's still raining. So that those red one marks there means those roads are blocked. Probably they are still under construction. And now we are taking a right turn, and this is the road that is now leading us to our main destination. It's a thin road, but a nice one. Yeah, so guys, now we want to proceed with the journey, and I'm just trying to adjust my truck. I'm feeling that the steering is a bit high, so let me just adjust it a little bit, and then now we can proceed. Yeah, so guys, I'll still have to adjust it, because the positioning of the driver and that steering is a bit not looking nice. Yeah, so there are some nice building. Also the vegetation is well done. Yeah, remember right now I'm doing a medium graphics. If I had put full graphics, the vegetation would be much pronounced. So we are at the border point, and now after this point, now we'll have to, it's telling me to straight keep right. Yeah, so this is the border point. You can see the traffic police there, and again the dual carbon also managed to do the same thing by putting people in the game. Those models, you can see that is a traffic police manning that border point. Yeah, it's something that is missing in some of the big games like Trackers of Europe 3. They are yet to put those models, but so far these models are in a Universal Truck Simulator and Truck Simulator Big Rigs. But remember, the developers are the same. Like I told you, Dual Carbon are the same developer of this game from its early stage. So yeah, we are loading that screen as now we are embarking on a long journey. I think they would have done something on that. It's taking too much to wait for that screen to load again. So Interactive 360 did this one, but not really bad. Yeah, so drive to the destination point. So guys, now this is where our official journey starts, and this is where our official journey starts, and this is the truck that we are driving today. You can see there are so many other vehicles behind me, so we need to move right now. Again, it's asking if I'm stuck. Of course no. So look at that traffic police there manning the border point, and also you can see the smoke, the white smoke. Yeah, again, it's not something that is in common in most of other games, so this one Dual Carbon did a good job. Yeah, so guys, now our journey starts here. Yeah, you can see the border point. Those vehicles are leaving, entering, and as we are exiting that area, so we are good to go now. Yeah, so let's go guys. So another thing that probably Interactive 360 have managed to do on this game is to ensure that the speed, there's a time this vehicle, when you press the throttle, it used to be too fast, but I can see right now, you can even see the green button there. I'm pressing the throttle almost full, but look at the speed the vehicle is moving. It's at 50. So they managed to fix that, because there's a time it used to be too fast. So right now we're driving a bit slowly, but I think the road is not really bad. Also, there's something that people used to complain much about in the previous versions of this game, and that is the sharp bends. The roads were not realistic, and I think it's still there. You can see those sharp, look at the white line on the right. That white line, again, now here we can say that Trackers of Europe 3 has done it very well, and even the Truck Simulator Big Rigs, and even the Truck Simulator Drive USA Evo. Yeah, they have managed to make sure that there's no sharp bends on the road, because those bends need to be realistic. We can't have the bends with corners, very sharp corners, and that is something that is in this game. So this is our one road whereby it's leading us to our destination. So sometimes if you're not keen, you might not do the perfect overtaking. Yeah, because you see, another thing that they need to fix on the game is how those vehicles in front are they're just popping, because sometimes you see there's no vehicle and then you just see a vehicle popping. So this is very dangerous, because Like you can see those vehicles in front of me. Yeah, like you see the way that truck has just appeared. Yeah, so they need to make it in a way you can see a vehicle coming from a long way. You don't just see it popping in front of you, because this one now, if you are driving at a higher speed, chances are very high you are going to be hit, or you are going to hit that vehicle. But so far so good. So right now it's a foggy weather. Remember, we picked the weather system which changes, where it could rain, it could get foggy the way it is right now, and also it could just be normal. Yeah, so right now we driving slowly and delivering these goods. So guys, maybe you can let me know in the comment, what do you think if you were to compare this game with the Trackers of Europe 3, which has been going under a lot of development, but nothing yet is coming out of that game so far. Because I think right now we are like 6 to 8 months they have been updating, but they are yet to get the perfect update, because most of the updates that they have done, they keep on changing them very fast, and probably it means most of them they are just testing them if they're working or not, because for the last 4 updates that they have done, majority of game lovers are saying that they are unable to play Trackers of Europe 3 on their phones right now. Majority of phones, of course, most likely the low end phones and the medium end phone. This is simply because the configuration of that game is not yet over. Those guys are still developing that game, and you find it most of the time they do a closed beta. They give it where the only specific players can access, they play, and then they note the problems, then they inform the developers that we have played the game, but this is what we are facing. So right now Trackers of Europe 3 is still unable to play on most of medium end devices, simply because the configuration is still going on in that game, and the developers are working very hard to ensure that that game is the best, because so far Trackers of Europe 3 has been actually one of the best simulator on mobile. But so far as we speak right now, I think there are some games that are very good, like Truck Simulator USA Evo. That game is very good and it's very promising, because the developers managed to get almost everything right. And remember, that game is still in alpha. Yeah, so the developers of the Wonder software need to be very keen and watch Ovilex, because you know Ovilex are not strangers to making games. They actually, Ovilex came even before Wonder, and they're having very good developers, which and remember, even when they are developing that game, there was nothing much, that information was not in the public, but I think that was a nice one, because I remember there was a time, a game again, which I think I'll just mention it, Drive Real Trucks Simulator. That game had a lot of hype before it came out, and when it came out, they had got a very good trailer, but when that game came out, there was nothing, it was not to the expectation of the gamers, because after people had watched that trailer, people are expecting to see exact thing which was on that trailer. Unfortunately, some of the shots that were included in the trailer, even the tracks, were missing in the real game. So people, majority, were very disappointed. Another game that had a lot of hype before it was released is Driver's Highway Hero. This is another game that had a lot of hype before it was released, and I remember people were really waiting to see what is it that these guys are offering. And remember again, the Driver's Highway Hero, it was a collaboration of also the Wonder Software, because they developed the game with I'm forgetting the name, but when I get it I'll let you know, guys. So that game, the Wonder Software team also were part of working on that game. Yeah, so right now, guys, we are passing along this bridge, and we are moving now very fast. So the viewpoint is looking nice, and you can see the trucks in my front. The trucks in front of me are also moving very well. The road is too narrow, whereby you can't easily even overtake. And one more thing is that also with this game you can control the traffic. If you want the traffic to be less, you can adjust that so that you don't have a lot of traffic while you're driving. That will give you a better chance of overtaking. But now you see with this one, our traffic is at I think not at the highest, but probably at the medium level. And you can see the trucks are so many, even 3 seconds can't pass before another vehicle is approaching you. So that makes it so difficult for you to overtake. And also considering that sorry guys, considering that we are using this road, which is just a single lane road. So right now the fog is over, it's clear, but still the weather looks a bit dull. This tells you that look at that ocean. That must be an ocean. And now this is again where I told you in the other big rigs that dual carbon is always good at doing bridges and this water and rivers, because you see now the meandering road, and on the right side there's an ocean or a river, a very huge one. Yeah, this was a good one from the dual carbon, because they are the same people who developed this whole game. Interactive 360 just came to keep the game alive. There's nothing much that they have added to the game so far apart from that theme, but and also probably just to keep small updates for the game to keep going. Yeah, so the credit still goes to dual carbon, because I remember when this game was under development, some teaser videos came out and people had to wait for almost 2 years. And when they announced that now the release of the game was getting closer, people could not wait. So guys, right now you can see my truck. Now something that is missing in this game is the truck getting dirty, because right now the distance that I've covered would be enough for that truck now to be dirty. But as you can see, it's still clean. So the developer interactive, I think you need to do something on that one. You can make the truck, you can bring the dirty effect. So guys, I think I might just need to leave it now here, because our destination where we're going is still very, very far, and I don't think we'll be able to drive past this time now, because we need to bring this video to an end. But I know we'll do a second part of this video. We are going to park this truck, and we'll pick it from there in the next edition of this video. When we do another second part of it, we will pick the truck from where we are going to park it and drive it all through to the final destination, because I told you guys this truck has the longest drive, because you can go up to even 1.5 hours just driving, which is okay, of course, because you remember one of the complaints that majority have been making about this game is that the roads are very few and they are repeated. So it means they have like only, I don't know whether there are 8 roads, so you don't have that time. So that is why I think the developers made those roads, the trips, to be very long, so that you can drive and get satisfied. Because imagine having few roads with a short driving lifespan. that one will make the game boring. So they ensure that the routes are very long so that you can enjoy. But we are hoping that maybe with time they'll manage to introduce some new roads, like okay, this one is more of a village narrow road, a road that is also been missing in the trackers of Europe 3. Players have been asking for that village narrow road whereby you can drive and have a look at the village life. That one is still missing. We don't have it in the trackers of Europe 3, but we are hoping that in their next update probably they will consider to put something like that. So guys, for now I want to park this track here so that we can proceed with the video in the next or the second part of this recording. So thank you very much guys for watching. Adios and see you again.